This happened at the height of the TikTok challenge.
Another viral TikTok trend going in the wrong direction. It's happening in our local school.
The result of the Devious Licks challenge is similar to what you'll see in schools across the U.S. Soap, paper towel dispensers ripped off of walls in the bathroom.
The fruition of malicious compliance has finally reared its oh so beautiful head. I'm a teacher, by the way. So back when soap dispensers the world over were on high alert due to students stealing them or destroying them in the process, the teachers at my school were directed to monitor the bathrooms. First off, I think that this is a disgusting practice, especially when our admin says, "You need to go inside the bathrooms and get them out of there." Fucking gross. We have security guards for that. And even an SRO. But nope, it's on us now. Add it to the ever-increasing pile of things I never thought I'd have to do as a teacher. The boys' upstairs restroom is directly across the hall from my room. Joel Embiid could spread his arms and touch both doors at the same time. I hear a sound. A very distinct sound. Thanks to TikTok, I've been required to learn to listen for. The loud snapping of the back of a soap dispenser that someone is trying to pry off of the wall. It's very distinct, and I heard it well from my classroom door, just as I was about to prop it open mid-class. I open the restroom door and walk inside while my body holds the door open. I see 3 boys. One is doing a stupid dance while rotating in a circle in place. One is standing on a toilet inside a stall, phone up and open, recording I presume, and one staring at the mirror. The first 2 boys see me and change their behavior. One student doesn't seem to see me and reaches forward with his fingers clawed open, prying at the back of the soap dispenser. This happened multiple times in the span of about 2 seconds, and it was clear what he was doing. I finally couldn't take how long I'd been since I've opened this door and I cleared my throat. He looks at me, pretends to have only been washing his hands the whole time, and stands there. I tell them they need to move along. 2 boys listen. Dispenser boy decides to make this a point of contention, saying, "Nah, I don't think I will." It's at this point I decide to bitch out and report what he was doing to admin. If this was today I fucked up, this would have been fuck up 1. I tell EJ, a great security guy who can't be everywhere at once, you know, displacement theory, what's been going on, and he gets dispenser boy, we'll call him Dweeb, out of the restroom and sends him to the office. Upon request, I email admin exactly what happened in about as much painful detail as the aforementioned paragraphs would indicate, and this should be it. Right? Nah. Dad doesn't believe his precious little dweeb could do anything like this, and pressed the issue because Dweeb was 100% denying it. Huh. Middle school kid, denying something. Nah, that doesn't sound like a middle schooler. I will say I have the utmost respect for kids and excuse their behavior before adults. Adults should know better. But this began wasting a lot of my time. All of a sudden, I'm now required to sit down alongside administration just to have a makeshift conference with Dweeb's dad. I already emailed the details, spoke on the phone with admin about this, then in person to confirm it, accompanied by my standing exactly where and how the student stood, how they attempted to remove the soap dispenser, etc. I had to mime this because the dad didn't believe that this was what his son was doing. So why the flip am I meeting? What's there to discuss? Oh, the father doesn't believe his son would do something like this, and due process and all that. Due process doesn't mean that you get to demand my presence like some sort of underpaid genie. Like, I have to perform and reenact the scenario in a convincing enough way so Dad finally believes it. Yet here I was sitting in my admin's office while he dialed the father's number on speakerphone. Here's what she said.
Hi, Mr. Asphalt. This is Mrs. Bibble from Floppy Middle School. I'm here with OP, and he confirmed that your child was definitely attempting to remove the soap dispenser and not just trying to get some soap. I understand how this could be a misunderstanding.
She said some more typical admin things, but then turned to me, her face changing from hard to intrepid to very easy to intrepid, and said, "You really need to start communicating clearly with your parents. I don't want to see any kid in my office until after you've done so. This could have been so easy if you had done this." I see your point, and see why I needed to be chided. That's probably what my face said. But deep down, I was shocked. I have no idea how I could have prevented an issue with his parent. I did everything according to protocol. Had EJ pull the tape to confirm times, all that jazz. I thought she was going to be apologetic about the situation, saying, "I'm sorry, I know your word means something, and you saw this firsthand. And I even have a statement from another student that was there saying that he was trying to take it down. So I shouldn't have called you here on your prep just so Dweeb's dad could talk to you and ask you himself." You know something? It was right then that I decided I was going to have a malicious compliance moment. I just wasn't sure when. I'd forgotten about this for months. And then all of a sudden, I get my opportunity. Good old Dweeb's at it again, this time throwing things at female students running away from him in the hall, ending with him slapping her on the behind and groping it. Imagine him making a duck bill with his hand. It was like that. She was not a willing participant in this. Enter malicious compliance. Now, I remember what admin had said about sending a very clear email to parents, and to do so before I sent a kid to the office. So I had Dweeb wait in the hall rather than sending him down. I asked my colleague to stand in the hallway and monitor, so I can stop my class's instruction to write an email to a parent. I needed to send an email first, right? Here's the email. Team B. I always use team and last name. I was at my propped open classroom door, ready to close it as 7th grade lunch students passed, when I saw Dweeb chasing a female student through the halls, eventually hitting her on the backside. By backside, I mean a very inappropriate location to hit someone. He also used a grabbing and pinching motion to grasp her backside as well. Right around this time, Officer Platinum popped his head in my class asking, "What's up with this guy?" I told him, and he said, "No need to call the office, I'll handle it from here." I continue my email. I was intending to send Dweeb to the office, but was instructed to be more clear in my communication. So I wanted to send this email before sending him down, also a requirement I've been advised to adhere to after our last communication. Our school resource officer happened to swing by, so it appears that the office visit may not be happening just yet. If there is anything you need, don't hesitate to ask or reply to this email. OP. I lost the train of what happened after this. I immediately returned to teaching after Officer took Dweeb off my hands, but I know videotape was used, interviews with many students were used, and Dweeb won't be in school for the rest of the year. I'm not sure if he officially got arrested, but everyone was talking about how he left in a cop car. Now, this was a crazy story, but it pales in comparison to the Tudor revenge dress in this story right somewhere here. Go check it out now, and I will see you over there.